Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nur Asif Berosli. My matric number is D19312081. So I choose question number 2 and number 4. So this is my answer for question number 2. Okay, my opinion on this is that yes, I agree with social media sites like TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, giving ordinary people a chance to gain fame and in turn result in increased influence of social media. This is because the influence of social media has a huge impact on many people, especially the young. Even movie celebrities work with influencers to promote their film. So, what is the impact of the influence of social media? The first is that people trust the influence of social media more than traditional celebrities because they prefer to have girl or boy image on the site. Followers and especially young people feel closer to the influence they follow because influencers often interact with them. As a result, many young people follow the influence of social media religiously and are influenced by what they say and promote. Brands also prefer to collaborate with social media influencers over traditional celebrities because of their influence on young people, and also because sponsored content is easily blended into influencer regular content. Influencer marketing is on the rise and influencing the buying behavior of young people. Moreover, young people are more likely to research a product before buying, and they will check reviews by influencers they follow. Some influencers do not mention whether the content they create is sponsored or not. They promote product for money and confuse young people. Some influencers also create paid content in favor of political parties. Since followers don't know that it's paid content, they may believe it and may be influenced. Some social media influencers actually check the product they use. By watching their reviews, people save money and avoid bad purchases. With great power comes great responsibility, so the influence of social media should be socially responsible. They should avoid doing things that have the potential to negative affect people. In conclusion, the influence of social media has the power to infect the daily lives of young people. However, many young people are increasingly aware of the influence that social media celebrities have, so they can choose the good and leave the bad. But influencers have a responsibility to be ethical. So for my question number 4, okay, note taking tools have evolved over the past 20 years. Handwritten notes have been replaced with word processing software, digital notepad, note-taking app, audio recording, and more. Some of these alternatives to pen and paper notes, especially laptops, can actually impair knowledge retention and test performance. Now the COVID-19 pandemic has forced more learning to take place in digital classroom. While about 67% college and university plan for face-to-face class in fall 2020 and 2021. Nearly a third of college are considering online option. At the same time, technology has had and impact on education. Research has also found that teachers' experience with technology in the classroom varies on the personal level. Educators use technology tools at varying rates, often based on their comfort level. If technology is practically a necessity in modern education, then asking students to rely on analogous forms of self-development almost puts them at a disadvantage. At the same time, the handwritten note process has some major psychological advantage that stay away from digital trends. In fact, 94 94% of college students say that papers are still important to help them achieve their academic goals. But do the benefit of technology and digital note taking outweigh the benefit of long notes? Okay. Digital note taking enhances learning unless you use a laptop. Almost every college student is familiar with digital note taking through laptop and word processor. You go to class, open the software of your choice, Microsoft Word or OneNote, Google Doc or Notepad, and you can copy everything the instructor say during the lecture. Only one problem, the results vary, especially for laptop users. According to several studies, laptop users consistently show worse performance when answer conceptual exam questions. This gap occur because students tend to copy lectures verbatim rather than process information and in rearranges it in their own words. The result is equivalent to a learning problem. Students listen to and caption content, but they do not actually absorb information when it is present presents present to them. When it comes time to take the test, laptop users have notes and facts but no conclusion draw, which make open-end and conceptual questions more difficult for them to answer. So, in my opinion, pens and paper are better than digital notepad in learning and education. This suggests that writing note by hand has great benefit when it comes to education, even though laptop-based note takers actually have a larger quantity of note than their counterparts. Taking note with long hands slow you down, but in a good way. On average, people write about 13 words per minute. Compare that to a keyboard where professional typists enter work at 50 to 80 words per minute. That's extra time give you the opportunity to absorb information, draw conclusion, take note, and draw diagram, all while conceptualizing the information in a way that makes sense to you. That's something that top note takers or digital notepad can achieve, regardless of their technical skills from behind a keyboard. So that's all for my answer.